Because normally I stay in the doghouse, but had to ask if I could come inside because it was so wet, raining like crazy. We are in the week that we have a food drive, which means we are bringing in non-perishable, like canned goods and stuff like that. Non-perishable food we're bringing in, and there's going to be a box up in the lobby where we can provide some food for people that don't have very much to eat in their houses. So most of us have plenty to eat in our houses. I know I sure do. That's how come I'm so fat. And I think what we should do is bring some of our food into school and put it in the food drive container. One other thing, we are only 2 more weeks of this marking period, and that means it's only 2 more weeks that we sing the Nicene Creed. The Nicene Creed has that part where we shout, on the 3rd day he rose again. And as I've said many times before, sometimes after you shout, it causes your ears to hurt. That's okay. They'll get better in a couple of days. Also, sometimes when you shout, it causes your throat to hurt a little bit. That's okay too. It gets better in just a few days. No big deal. So we want to shout as loud as we can, outside voices, on the 3rd day he rose again. Because that is our battle cry. That scares the devil and his followers because they don't have a God that can lay down his life and take it up again. Our God, our King, the Lord Jesus Christ, did that. On the 3rd day he rose again. The 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments are given to us in 2 different places in the Bible, and they're almost the same. In Exodus chapter 20, that's the one we use most of the time. But the 10 Commandments are also given in Deuteronomy chapter 5. God gives a double witness to his law. Exodus 20, Deuteronomy 5, and they're just a little bit different. The 5th commandment is just a little tiny bit different when it's given in Deuteronomy 5. Let me see if you guys can pick up the difference. I'm going to read the 5th word, the 5th commandment, from Deuteronomy 5, and see if it sounds different at all. Ready? Just listen to me. Honor thy father and thy mother. Now, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. Just listen. As the Lord thy God hath commanded thee, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Did you see the difference? Did you hear the difference? It's just a little bit different, but God said if we keep the 5th commandment, if we honor our parents, then things will go well with us. Things will go well. And we want things to go well, right? We want God to smile on us as we walk upon the earth and serve him. Honor thy father and thy mother, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Let's do it phrase by phrase. We'll line it out. After me. Honor thy father and thy mother, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee. That thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Good job. It's almost the same as Exodus 20, just a little bit different. We know that our King, the Lord Jesus Christ, is the light of the world. We light these candles so that we're reminded of the light that Jesus brings to us. And we also are reminded that the world is a very dark place sometimes. Many people walk without his law. Many people walk without the word of the Bible, and that means they are walking in darkness. Our job is to bring them light. I can't remember if I do the call to worship before the prelude, after the prelude, right? We're going to have a prelude this morning, and then we will have the call to worship.